Hello and welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here tonight with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. We're coming at you from Goodnow Gymnasium and Frontier Regional High School. It is the Sweet 16 of the Division 8 MIAA State Tournament for girls volleyball this fall. It's the Frontier Redhawks playing at home against the Lowell Catholic Crusaders. Frontier Regional is the 3rd seed in this tournament. Lowell Catholic is the 19th seed. So the Redhawks come into this looking pretty strong. They've had a great season so far. And of course, the Redhawks haven't played against Lowell Catholic. They didn't play against them in the regular season this year. But, I mean, it's Sweet 16, so it's bound to be a good game. Kate DeMeo is going to serve the ball first. Met by the Crusaders and sent back over. There's Miller, Pierce, and now Adams can't quite get it over the net, and the first point is going to go to the Crusaders. That's McMahon back to serve. Met by Dean. Pierce sets it up for Adams, and she gets it over. Diving play made, and it's still up. Sent over to the Redhawks now. Dean, Pierce again, and Michon with a light touch. Crusaders send it back, and Miller can't quite recover. 2-0. Crusaders looking pretty strong at the start here. McMahon serves again. Dean, Pierce sets it up for Adams. She can't get it over. That was just a bad hit there, it looked like. Crusaders getting pumped up. Definitely the kind of start that they were hoping for. Serve from McMahon. And Michon, yeah, she looks like she... Oh. No, it's Frontier's point. That's my bad. I was confused by the call. Adams back to serve. Hits the top of the net, but she gets it over. Sent back over by Grace, and it's out of bounds. Point for the Redhawks. So the first 3 points go to the Crusaders, but the Redhawks coming back strong as they always seem to do. Adams serves again. Hits the top of the net again, but she still gets it over. A bit of a collision, but the Crusaders will send it back. Pierce sets it up for Michon, and a strong hit. First set is tied at 3 now. And this is Adams' 4th straight serve. Met by the Crusaders. Sent over by Grace. And Dean with a hit sends it over the net again. McMahon sets up a nice hit, and the Redhawks can't send it back. Crusaders stay on top. And now Molly McDermott will serve. Met by Adams. Pierce over to Dean. Point for the Hawks. Now Olivia Michon is going to go back to serve for the Redhawks. Sends it to the other side. Nice play made, and they'll get it over. Diving back is Adams. Dean with a strong hit. It's popped up. Miner gets it over. Dean again. There's the kill. Redhawks go up for the first time in the game, 5-4. Lowell Catholic putting up a good early fight against the Redhawks, who finished the regular season 18-5. Michon sends it over. McMahon. Tie game again at 5. Now going back to serve is Captain Avery Tucker. Strong hit, met by Adams. Pierce over to Dean, and a soft touch over the net. Crusaders can't recover, and Redhawks go back up on top. Ring comes out, and in for her is Kate DeMeo. Aliana Pierce will serve. Bet by McDonough and sent back over by the Crusaders. DeMeo. McDermott. And they got to get it over now, and they will. Adams sends it right back, and they touch the net. So, yeah, point Redhawks. Seven to 5 is the score in this first set as Pierce serves again. Whistle's blown. Point for the Redhawks. Not sure why, probably something technical. Pierce serving again. McDermott can't get a handle on it. 9 to 5, Redhawks. Pierce again for the Hawks. McDonough. And a bit of a collision at the net there. Candelaria. Ooh, a little bit too far. Hawks lose a point and possession. Amanda Grace is going to serve for the Crusaders. And that'll go into the net. 10 to 6 Redhawks. So now it's going to be Captain Caroline Dean who will be serving for the Redhawks. Met by McDermott. McDonough. And they'll get it over. DeMeo. And now Pierce. DeMeo again, and a soft touch over. Diving play made. They can't send it back over. Redhawks with a 5-point lead now. Dean serves again, and it's too far. Molly Miner going to be serving for the Crusaders. And Miller can't quite get a hold of it. 11 to 8, Crusaders trying to stage a comeback. Miner serves again. Adams, and now DeMeo. Dean has to get it over. She will. McDonough and Miner send it over to Pierce. Pierce sets it up for Dean, and now Adams, McDonough. McDermott will send it across to the other side of the court. Pierce sets it up for Gabby Adams. And Miner barely gets it over. That play could have gone either way, and it just happened to roll up over the net. Now a 2-point game, still in favor of the Redhawks, but the Crusaders have possession. Molly Miner serving again. Strong hit, met by Ariana Miller. Pierce, and now Dean. Nice hit there. Miller comes out, and Olivia Michon comes on for the Redhawks. Candelaria is back to serve. Here it is. McDonough. Sent back over. Michon, Pierce, and DeMayo. Look at that hit. We've talked about it all season, but just the sheer power behind so many of these hits is just, it's so impressive, and it's also very intimidating from the Redhawks. Candelaria serves again, met by McDonough, and some miscommunication between Grace and McDermott. Going to make it 14-9. Redhawks again with a 5-point lead. It's the biggest point difference we've seen all game so far, but not anymore. Redhawks now leading by 6. Emily Candelaria serves again. McDonough sends it forward. And Grace, they'll send it over. DeMayo hits the top of the net. Diving play made by Grace. And McMahon sends it over. DeMayo tried to hit a little too early, it looks like. And now 15-10, Redhawks on top. Lowell Catholic keeping close behind on the Redhawks. And Adams kind of tipped it up trying to make a play, but it was just a little too high up for her. 4-point game. Kylie McDonough met by Dean, and just a bad touch. And now we're just seeing the same story we've seen this far in the night. Dean, Adams, and DeMayo, they can't send it over. Though a great effort made, 2-point game. Crusaders starting to come back again. What's happened before is they've just lost possession of the ball on a point. They can't bring it back. And there you go. Redhawks score as McDonough sends it out of bounds on that serve. And now DeMayo, let's see if she can start a streak going for the Redhawks. 3-point game. Diving play as it goes out, and it's sent back over. Dean, Pierce to Adams. Didn't get the angle. Melanie Ring comes on for Kate DeMayo. And Ellen McMahon serves it to Dean. Pierce. Double touch, they're saying. 1-point game. McMahon serves again, trying to tie it up. Met by Miller, and Pierce. Little upset with herself there, and Coach McDonald is going to call a timeout. Try and figure out what's going wrong. So they're going to take a quick break on the court. It's 16-16 in the first set. We will be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. Getting right back into the action as Grace sends it over the net. Adams blocked, sent back over. Pierce sets it up for Adams again. And they're calling it there. That was close. Oh, no. Adams back to serve for the Redhawks as they take the lead back. Lowell Catholic was doing a good job of tying the game up, almost taking the lead before the break. Diving play made by Adams, and now Dean, Minor, and McDermott will get it over. What an effort. Dean, big hit, saved by Minor. McDermott, look at that. Pierce, Adams, keep it up. Excuse me, that was Miller. Tie game again. McDermott serving again. Ring in the corner. Adams. Now McDonough. And Grace back over the net. Pierce sets it up for Dean. They're keeping it up, but it goes way out. Heads up. Redhawks go back on top, but it's still a very close game. I'm willing to bet that this is not the kind of game that the Redhawks were expecting coming into this. They had a very strong season, only lost 5 times. Livy Michon serves. Met by McDonough. And now Minor sends it over. Pierce. Adams. And a big hit from Grace is too far. Redhawks go up by 2, extending their lead. Michon serving again. Met by McDonough, and she'll send it right back over. Pierce sets it up for Dean. She's blocked. And that'll be a point for the Crusaders. One-point game again as we're closing in on the final couple points of the first set. Tucker serves. Pierce sets it up for Dean at the front of the net. And a nice light touch. Crusaders keep it alive, and Minor will send it back over. Pierce over to Dean again. Strong hit this time. McDermott will send it back. Adams calls it up to Dean. In the back, it's Tucker. Minor. And they get it over. Pierce. Dean again. And there's the point. Redhawks hit 21st. As Ring comes out and DeMeo comes on for her. Redhawks just need 5 more to take the set, but the Crusaders are close behind, needing only 7. Pierce will serve. McDonough and Gray send it over. Candelaria, McDermott, McMahon, and Minor with a strong hit in the top of the net. Pierce sets it up for Dean on the far side, and look at that. There's number 21 for the Redhawks. Coach McDonald giving some advice to Pierce as she sets up to serve. Here it is. Met by McDermott. McMahon and Miner with a soft touch over to DeMeo. Pierce across the court. And Dean, they'll keep it alive. Point for the Redhawks. A little bit of deliberation from the judges there. I think it might have touched one of the Redhawks' hands, barely. I'm not sure. Pierce serving again. And McDermott can't get a handle on it. Redhawks just 2 away now. Point taken, or not point, excuse me, timeout taken by Lowell Catholic. They're going to take a quick break, and so we are watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. We're coming back from a timeout that was taken by the Lowell Catholic Crusaders. Score is 23-18 in the first set. Redhawks looking to close it out, and Pierce is back to serve. Here it is, met by Grace McMahon over to Miner, and she barely gets it over the net. Big play there. And now possession turns over to the Crusaders. And they got to make the most of this. Amanda Grace serves. Met by Dean. Pierce over to Caroline Dean. Big hit. They keep it up. And it's sent back over. DeMeo. Pierce back to DeMeo, and she punches it over. McDermott. Grace and Miner. Miller almost in the stands. Dean sends it back into the middle of the court, and Pierce gets it over. Grace sets it up, and it's back over. DeMeo, they can't get it over. 3-point game again. Crusaders looking to stage a big comeback here. Grace with the serve again, met by Miller. It'll be sent back over, and they touch it back. Adams over to Grace. McDonough and Miner over to Adams again. Pierce setting it up for Dean. McDermott's there. Grace and now Miner get it over. Candelaria. Just a little short there. 23-21. Crusaders need 4 more straight points to pull this off. Amanda Grace with the serve, met by Miller again. Pierce over to Adams. Diving play, it's still up. And McMahon gets it over. Dean, big hit. And there's the point. Redhawks just need 1 more. And another timeout's going to be taken by the Crusaders. Going to try and find a way to bring this set back. 3-point game, 24-21 as we go into the break. We will be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. 24-21 is the score in the first set. Dean serves. And there's the point. Redhawks take the first set in a tough battle. And we're going to be right back in just a couple minutes with the second set. You are watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. We're coming into the second set of this Sweet 16 matchup between the Frontier Redhawks and the Lowell Catholic Crusaders. Frontier Redhawks are up 1-0 right now in sets, and it was a close first set though. 25-21 was the final score for that. So Crusaders looking to start strong here as the serve is made by McMahon. Pierce sets it up for Adams. A bit of miscommunication there and a diving play made by McDonough. They get it over, met by Miller, and now Adams with a soft touch. They can't recover. Redhawks strike first, changing it up from the first set where the Crusaders got 3 straight points to start the game off. Now it's going to be Gabrielle Adams who's back to serve for the Redhawks. Met by Minor. And Grace sends it over to Miller. Tossed up, and Miller will get it back over to the Crusaders. McMahon. And now Pierce for the Redhawks sets it up for Dean. Diving play. McDonough again And Miner with a strong hit. Pierce just going back and forth. Almost gets blocked there. McDermott calls it. Sends it over to the Redhawks. Pierce sets it up for Dean on the other side. She almost gets blocked again. And Grace setting it up for Miner. Light tap over. Miller. And now Dean almost blocked again. Miner can't keep it in. One of the longest points we've seen all night. And the Redhawks come out on top, taking a 2-0 lead early in the second set. Adams serves again. Grace, McMahon, and Miller keeps it in. Miner. And the Crusaders get it back over. Michon can't quite get the angle on it, and now the possession and the point will go to the Crusaders. McDermott serves. Miller, and now Pierce setting it up for Dean. She's blocked. Tie game at 2. And they've been trying to block Dean for a little while now in this second set. And they finally do it. Serve from McDermott. Pierce and Michon. Nice touch. And they can't recover. Three to 2, Redhawks on top. We can expect another close set. Lowell Catholic is not going to go down easy. That's for sure. McDermott over to McDonough, and she gets it over. Pierce and Candelaria with a big hit. Saved by McDermott. And now McDonough can't get it over. Little upset at her teammates. And I don't blame her. I mean, that just looked like some honest miscommunication. No one called it, and everyone thought everyone else was going to get it. So, you know, that's what can make or break these games, especially when your season's on the line, like it is right now. And an ace from Michon. 5 to 2. Redhawks up by 3. Olivia Michon serving again. Met by McDonough. Now McMahon, double touch by Grace. 6 to 2 Redhawks. Biggest lead we've seen any team have was by the Redhawks in the first set by 6 points. They might be looking to break that now. McDonough meets it. Miner sends it right into the net. 5-point lead for the Redhawks. And this is the kind of play we're more used to seeing. This looks more like their regular season. Definitely making them feel a little more confident. Michon serves again. Barely gets it over the net. Grazed the top of it, and now Crusaders send it over. Pierce to Dean. She's blocked. Oh, and they're saying that they touched the net. So there you go. 6-point lead to the Redhawks. And Michon will serve once again, keeping it going. Here it is. McDonough, and they'll barely get it over, almost by accident. Dean sends it over her shoulder, and McDermott sliding in. And there's the 7-point lead the Redhawks were looking for. Timeout's going to be taken by Lowell Catholic. See if they can find a way to come back into this and come back into it quick. We will be right back after a quick break. You are watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, still here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. Score is 9-2. Redhawks with the biggest lead we've seen all game, 7 points. Michon, who has quite a big streak going with her serves, and it'll be broken here. Point and possession go to the Crusaders. And the serve is going to be taken by Captain Avery Tucker. Tucker serves as her team is 6 points down. Set up for Dean, almost blocked, and Tucker's there. Almost hits the basketball hoop. And McMahon back over to the Redhawks. Pierce sets it up for Candelaria. And now a 5-point game. Tucker serves again. Miller. And Candelaria with a big hit, but it's too far. 9-5. Tucker over to Dean now. Miller a little off balance there. Adams over to Pierce. And Dean, they can't block her again. 10-5, Redhawks. And they'll take the ball back. Pierce is going to be back to serve. Here's the serve from Pierce. And an ace. Pierce serves again. McDermott sent over to Grace by McMahon. Now Adams to Mayo. She'll get the kill. 12-5. Redhawks with another 7-point lead. Now let's see if they can go up 8. McDermott meets the serve. McMahon over to Minor. Redhawks point, and there you go. 13-5. Pierce serves, met by McDonough, and McDonough will send it back over, but she can't keep it in. And again, it just looks like some miscommunication is happening on Lowell Catholic. They're getting pretty desperate, trying to come back as they're down by 9. Bococcio, and Candelaria sends it back over. Minor back to the Redhawks. Diving play by Adams, sets it up for Dean, and McDermott saves it. McMahon and Grace, she shoots it over. Kate DeMayo to the other side of the court. McDonough and Minor with a soft touch, met by DeMayo. Pierce sends it a little bit back, and Adams gets it over. Minor back to Adams. Across the court to Dean. And another Redhawks point. 10-point lead. Pierce serving again for the Hawks. Met by Grace. Barely there in time, and she'll get it over. Redhawks, can they recover? No. A desperate play by Grace. Getting helped out by McMahon there. Coming in from the other side of the court. And Amanda Grace will serve. met by Miller. And now Dean over the block. Grace runs up, sets it up for McMahon. She's blocked. McMahon shoots it up to Grace. Looking for DiCoccio, and she gets it over. Diving play by Adams. DeMeo, McDonough, and now Miner barely keeps it in. Beautiful touch there. Now Dean, other side of the court. Strong hit met by McDonough. Shot up and over the net again. Redhawks can't bring it together. And another hard-fought point for the Crusaders. They're coming back, but it's a slow crawl. They're still 8 points behind, 15-7, as Grace serves again, met by Dean. Pierce over to Dean again. She's almost blocked, but she gets it over. Grace running all over the court, and Miner sends it back over. Dean can't be blocked again, and Redhawks get another point. Going back up by 9 again. Captain Caroline Dean sends it right through the hands of McDermott. Timeout taken by the Crusaders as they're down 10 again, and the Redhawks closing in on hitting 20 in this second set. They're already up 1. We will be right back after this short break. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, still here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. 17-7 is the score. Redhawks on top in the second set. They're already up 1 set. And that serve is just a little bit too far by Caroline Dean. 9-point game now as the Crusaders get possession back. Molly Miner will send it over. Now back by the Redhawks. Grace over to McMahon. Dean meets that. Pierce up to Adams. And now McDermott over to Grace and DiCoccio. Pierce over to Dean. Adams gets it back over. Grace. McDonough diving play, and Grace will get it over. Nice setup for DeMeo. Just a bad angle on the net. 17-9. Molly Miner will serve again for the Crusaders. Candelaria over to Grace, McDonough, and now Miner will get it over. Dean keeps it in, and Candelaria gets it back over. Nice save by the Hawks. Grace over to McMahon, and Dean meets it again. Pierce sets it up for Adams, and she hits it into the net. Crusaders trying to stage a big comeback here. They're still down by 7. Miner serves. Met by Miller. And there's a quick point for the Crusaders, something we haven't seen a lot. It's usually quite a bit of a fight for them to win it. Miner takes the serve. Pierce at the net, and DeMeo with a nice touch. Sent over to McDermott. Blocked. McDonough and McDermott keep it alive. They're just fighting at the net now, and it'll be sent back by McMahon. McDermott gets it over, and there it is. And that's going to force a timeout by the Redhawks, as it's now a 5-point game. So Coach McDonald going to try and get his team back into shape and get them to close out this second set. We will be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCRAC crew. 5-point game, Redhawks on top. Candelaria can't send it back. And the Lowell Catholic Crusaders are really coming back here. They were down by 10, and now it's just a 4-point game. Minor with her 7th straight serve. Adams sends it over. Diving play, and they can't send it back. Redhawks get the ball back for the first time in a long time. It'll be Emily Candelaria who's back to serve for the Hawks. Met by McDonough in just a bad angle. Probably should have let it go by her. McDermott was right there. And that's what we've been talking about so far in the game. That's been the main problem for Lowell Catholic. Just the communication on the court, saying, hey, I'm right here behind you. I got the ball. You can, let it go by you. Those kinds of things that helps you keep in the game. It's, it could end up just earning you one extra point, but it could end up making all the difference in a game like this. And it's a big game, too. Sweet 16 in the Division IV States Tournament. And whoever wins this game is going to play either Millbury or Joseph Case in the quarterfinals. 5-point game again, 19-14. Minor meets that. And McMahon sends it over. It's in. (19-15). Make that 19-16. Another timeout going to be taken by Coach McDonald. Trying to see if he can close out this second set and give Frontier the lead that they need. So we will be right back after another short break. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. We're getting right back into the action. It's 19-16. Crusaders looking to come back on top by winning this set. They're just a couple points behind the Redhawks. Adams sends it over, and they can't quite block her. Redhawks break 20 first. Crusaders are going to want to win the ball back on this serve by DeMeo. Minor can't do it. Redhawks go up by 5 again. DeMeo takes the serve, met by McDonough. And now Grace, McMahon over to Miller. Pierce sets it up for Adams. They can't block her. And now Minor barely over the net. And a diving play by Pierce. Right into the journalist's lap. It's a good catch by him. Four-point game now. Crusaders with a chance to tie it up. And it's too far of a serve. Redhawks get the ball back, and they just need 3 points to close out this second set and take a 2-0 lead over the Crusaders in this Sweet 16 game. Minor diving, makes the play. And that was Tucker sending it back over. Dean with a big hit, saved by Minor. And Grace has to get it over, she will. Great recovery from the Crusaders. And Dean with another big hit, this time met by McDonough, excuse me. That was McDermott there, making the hit over to Minor. Keeping it up. Beautiful touch by Olivia Michon, 23-17. Redhawks just need 2 more. Hope fading for the Crusaders in this second set. Adams. Why do I keep doing that? 1 point left. Adams looking to take the set here. All they need is 1 more point. Here's the serve. Met by Grace. At the net, she'll get it over. And Dean, diving play, they keep it up. Minor from the back. She gets it over. Dean, blocked. Adams keeps it up. Pierce. And the Redhawks send it back. Grace, met by Miller. Adams from the back. And Dean, she sends it right back. Pierce. And Michon, McDermott keeps it up. Crusaders really fighting for it. And Dean, big wind up, she's blocked. Wow. Big victory there for the Crusaders. And they got a chance. It's a slim one, but you never know. It's the playoffs, anything can happen. McDermott serves, met by Dean. Dean sends it over, McDonough now. And McMahon over to Minor. She gets the point. McDermott serves again. Pierce to Dean. She's blocked. They keep it up. And there's the set. A great effort from the Crusaders, but not enough to stop the Redhawks. They go up 2-0. And we will be back in just a couple minutes with the third and possibly final set of this Sweet 16 matchup between Lowell Catholic and Frontier Regional. We'll be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, still here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. It's the third set of this volleyball matchup between Frontier Redhawks and the Lowell Catholic Crusaders. Frontier's up 2-0 in sets, and they're going to start with the ball. Kate DeMeo, one of the captains of the team, is back to serve. Miner meets the ball, and they'll send it back over. Pierce setting it up for Adams. Nice touch, and they'll keep it alive. Tucker sends it over. Michon, big windup. And DeMeo's there to meet it. Pierce, light tap over. Nice play by McDonough and McMahon. Look at this first point. Miner keeping it up. And now McDermott over to Dean in the back. Pierce sends it forward, and Adams will get it back. Grace. Almost blocked. They keep it up, and the Redhawks lose the point after a long battle. And that's a big victory for the Crusaders, winning that first point. And in some pretty dramatic fashion, too. And just like that, they give up their 1-point lead that they fought so hard for, as Miner serves it right into the net. And now Gabrielle Adams is back to serve for the Redhawks. She sends it over, met by Miner. McMahon and Tucker get it over. Caroline Dean, big hit. She gets the kill. Dean leads the Redhawks in kills by a huge margin. 283 kills in the season coming into this game. Adams barely gets it over the net, but it'll be a Redhawks point. She got a little bit worried there. I would have too. Adams serves again. Gets it over the net clean this time, and Tucker sends it back. Dean sets it up for Adams. She gets it back over to the Crusaders. McMahon, and a big hit from Grace. Redhawks keep it alive, and Dean gets blocked. Lowell Catholic staying in it. And now it'll be Molly McDermott back to serve. Met by Ariana Miller, and Michon with the light touch over. 4-2 Redhawks. This volleyball team is accompanied by the boys soccer team and the field hockey team for Frontier. For the fall sports teams that are looking to advance further in the MIAA States Tournament. Boys soccer just won their game yesterday against Tingsboro. 6-0. It was a big win for them, and they're going to be playing either Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. And the field hockey, it's going to be a home game, though, I'm pretty sure, for the boys soccer. And field hockey has a very long away game against Joseph Case. It's way out on the far border with Rhode Island. Like 3-hour drive out there, I'm pretty sure. So best of luck to field hockey in their game tomorrow. And we're looking to try and cover the boys soccer game either Wednesday or Thursday. Although if it's Wednesday, we might have a little bit of trouble since we're going to be covering the telethon. But either way, you should tune in Wednesday to whatever sport or Frontier regional event we're going to be covering that day. But right now, Redhawks are looking to close this game out in this third set. They're up 6-3 right now, looking to go into the next round, the Elite Eight of the Division IV States Tournament. That was McMahon, who couldn't quite make the play on the ball there, though plenty of effort given. Aliana Pierce, she takes the serve. McDonough shoots it up. And DeCoccio. Pierce now setting up for DeMayo. Just a bit too far. 3-point game. Redhawks have stayed pretty much consistently on top in terms of the score for this game, with the exception of the first couple of points where Lowell Catholic started off pretty strong and led the game for a little while in the first set. But Lowell Catholic has always stayed pretty close behind. A nice block there from Candelaria. Pierce sets it up for Dean, and a big hit met by McDermott. Point for the Redhawks as it goes out of bounds. Though a great save by Molly McDermott. And you got to give plenty of credit to the Crusaders. They're doing a great job in this game. It isn't showing in the set score, but, you know, it's been some pretty close sets all night. And even if they do lose this 3 sets in a row, they have done a fantastic job standing up to this incredibly powerful Frontier volleyball team. Pierce sets it up for DeMayo. Again, just a little bit too strong. 8-6. And Molly Miner is back to serve again. Coach McDonald shouting out some instructions to his team. That ball's going to go into the net. Coach McDonald, it's his last season here with the Redhawks. He's helped the girls volleyball team win 18 Western Mass titles in a row, and I believe it's been 21 years that he's been coaching here with us. There's another point for the Hawks. They go up 10-6 in this third set. That 18th Western Mass title came this year just a couple games ago against Bay State Academy, which the Redhawks won 3-1. And of course, with the Redhawks leading 2-0 in this game, they're looking to give their coach, McDonald, a good send-off, going all the way to the finals in this state's tournament. Candelaria serves. Grace at the net, can't get it over. 12-6, Redhawks starting to pull away again. And the Crusaders are going to take another timeout, try and crawl their way back into the game once again. We'll be right back after this short break. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith. We're getting right back into the action as the Redhawks serve. McMahon gets it back over. Pierce sets it up for Adams, and a diving play by McDonough. Grace over to McDermott, and Candelaria meets that ball. Pierce behind her back to DeMeo. Now Crusaders trying to get it over, and I think that was a double touch. Either way, Redhawks get the point. Go up by 7 now. Candelaria will serve. McDonough lets it go by her, and McDermott sets it up, but they can't follow through. 8-point difference now, as it's 14-6. Candelaria serves again. McDonough over to Grace, and McMahon puts it right in the middle of the whole team. Candelaria goes off as Ariana Miller comes on. Served by McDonough. Adams gets it over. Shot up, McDonough. Behind her to Minor, and it goes straight into the net. Redhawks get a point and possession. Captain Kate DeMeo back to serve. Sends it over to Molly Minor. Grace and McMahon get it over. Pierce sets it up for Adams. Big hit, shot up by McDonough. Minor sends it back into play, and McDonough gets it over. Back to Adams from Pierce. Crusaders keep it alive, but they can't get it back over. Nine-point lead for the Redhawks, as they have their sights set on breaking 20 soon. But they'll lose this point off of a serve that just goes a little bit too far and out of bounds. 8-point game now. Melanie Ring comes on for Kate DeMeo on the Redhawks side. McMahon, her serve is met by Dean. Set up for Adams, and she's blocked, but it goes out. Redhawks point. Adams will walk back to serve the ball for Frontier. Here it is, met by McDonough. And McMahon, Tucker gets it over. Pierce sets it up for Dean. Big hit, shot up by McDonough, goes up into the ceiling. Minor keeps it alive, and McDonough will hit one of the lights. 10-point lead for the Redhawks. (18-8) is the score as Adams serves once again. Met by Minor. McMahon. And sent back over. Ring. Can't quite bring it back. Crusaders on their heels at this point. If they want to keep the game alive, they need to win this set. And they're down by 9. Redhawks only 7 points away from closing it out. Dean, big hit, kept alive by McDonough. Minor sends it back in, and McDonough's there to send it back over the net. Ring will let it go out, and it's the Redhawks' point. Candelaria comes on for Miller. Olivia Michon scrapes the top of the net, and the Redhawks break 20. Also, they now have the biggest lead we've seen all night, 11 points, and that's going to prompt a timeout from the Crusaders to try and put together a last-ditch effort to come back into this game. Scores 20-9 in the third set. We will be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. Olivia Michon is going to serve for the Redhawks. They're up 20-9 right now in the third set. McDonough keeps it alive, and Grace gets it over the block. What a play by Michon to send it back over. Minor. And that'll be an impressive point for the Crusaders, landing just in bounds. Right in the corner, too, it looked like from my angle. Score now 20-10. Serve met by Adams. Pierce over to Candelaria, gets it over the block. And now McDermott in the back. McMahon sends it back over, met by Miller. Pierce over to Dean. Big hit over the block. Point for the Redhawks. Just 4 away from winning this game and advancing to the Elite Eight quarterfinals in this state's tournament. It'll be Captain Aliana Pierce who's going to serve, met by McDermott. McMahon keeps it alive, and Grace. Adams now, and Dean get it back over. McDonough racing in, and Minor too far. Three points left for the Redhawks. Pierce will serve again. Minor shoots it up, and DeCoccio can't get it over. Down to our final two. Captain Kate DeMeo will come off, and coming in for her is Morgan Mason. Pierce serving again, met by McDermott. And they can't send it back over. Down to our final point for the Redhawks. Judge is going to deliberate about something. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe that last point, it looked like she could have touched the net. That might be what they're talking about. So yeah, they are going to reverse their call. So now the score is going to be 23-11. And the Crusaders have the ball. Amanda Grace will serve. Met by Adams. Just a bad angle on it. Grace serving again for the Crusaders, met by Adams. Pierce sets it up for Dean. McDermott, they'll almost get it over, hits the top of the net. Now DeCoccio, back over to the Redhawks. Bit of a scramble there. And Adams was a little late to call it. It'll cost the Redhawks a point, but they're still leading by 10. Grace gets it over the net. Set up for Dean. Soft touch. They'll keep it alive, and Grace sends it over. Almost gets it over Dean, but Pierce will send it right back. Grace. And double touch. Point goes to the Hawks. Now here it is. Hawks just need one more point to close this game out. It's going to be Captain Caroline Dean. Here's the serve. McMahon and McDonough, they get it back over. Dean's there. Pierce sets it up for Mason. Little bit too far. Really making us wait for it. Molly Miner will serve for the Crusaders. Dean meets it. Set up for Candelaria by Pierce. And Miner keeps it alive, but there it is. Redhawks close the game out and win 3-0 against the Lowell Catholic Crusaders. They're going to go on to face either Millbury or Joseph Case in the quarterfinals of this state tournament. Big win for them, staying alive in the tournament, although it was quite a good fight by the Crusaders. Almost pulled off the win in the first 2 sets, and the Redhawks really just kind of ran away with it in his final set. But for the last time, Redhawks come out on top. Will be trying to cover their next game in the tournament, and we have to hope that it's a home game. They're one step closer to reaching the state finals, which of course is their big goal. So I've been Mason Smith, here with Amalia Smith, Kevin Murphy, all the rest of the FCAT crew. Redhawks pull off the win against the Crusaders, 3-0 in a big win. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. You've been watching Frontier Community Access Television.